Let's do this. Get this going. Oops. Hey guys, not throwing back, so sorry about that. So I have to share this one, so, and then we can get to the questions and answers. Share to Facebook. Share in a group. It takes me a second, guys. I'm trying. Group name, Joe's, Shrimp Shack. Search. Give me 1 second here, guys. I can catch up in a second. Just hear me out. Come on. Hold on. Copy. Facebook. Hello, everybody. Let me just get this all going. Yeah, sorry, I had it at the last second. It would it changed my orientation. Well, I moved my camera. I'm sorry, and it changed my orientation. So, all right, let me just go ahead and share this on my Facebook page so everybody can see that's on. Joe's Shrimp Shack. Create public post. Paste. Where's my paste button? Paste. Go back over here. I know. Be patient with me, guys. I want to thank a couple people. Let's give me this right here. Copy. Copy. Facebook. Public post. Where's my paste button? Anyways, I'll do it later on. I don't want to keep on doing this, so. All right, perfect. All right, let me just get caught up on some messages here. So first of all, I want to thank one of my good friends. He bought me a new tripod for my streaming. Super cool. Jared. Everybody can thank him. He said this will help you stream with your phone and see the chat on your laptop from Gerald. So I appreciate it. I love it, guys. Thank you. Let me just get caught up on chat. I want to say hi to everybody. Mystery Snail Gardens, hi. R&B Animal Rescue, Elizabeth, Florida Fish Rescue, hello. Monster Fish Gal, hello as always. My mods, I love my mods. I'll tell you that right now. Then Alan Tooth, we go to the back, to the bottom, scrolls down here. Thank you, Monster Fish, for going over and posting all my stuff. Take your time. Elizabeth, Dave. All right, perfect. So we can start answering all the questions. So big thing that I'm doing today is I got a new register for my store. So it came in tomorrow, or it came in yesterday, and I was going to set it up yesterday, but the little one needed elbows taken out of her, or pins taken out of her elbow, so that kind of took up my time. A science gal. So she was a trooper. So about 3 weeks ago, the little one, 4 years old, fell off a pole and landed on her arm and broke her radius right at the growth plate. So she had to get pins put in. So I took her yesterday, and she was a trooper. Like, doctor made sure, they said, hey, look, make sure you save some of the meds for when she gets pins taken out. I thought, because I've had pins in my fingers and they've been separated and stuff. These pins were like all in one, like a big giant like scab like that. She was a trooper, man. Took them out. I was gonna bring her to the state fair yesterday, and she said no. She wanted to go home, and I was like, all right, that's completely fine. And go home. I was like, you want some ice cream? She's like, no. I'm like, are you drugged up? And she's like, yeah. So you can see in her eyes, she's like just sucking on her finger. So yeah, but yeah, she's a trooper. So she's got some going on there. And then today I'm gonna set up the register. So I'll have a cash drawer here. I know the person that I had helping me when I went out to a show said it was gonna be a lot easier if I had a register for them. So I get the register. And then I'm gonna do a members only video coming up of, I got some imports coming in from Vin, which is Eric Lucas from Biped Shrimp, his breeder. I got about 700 Caradinas coming in from him, some really nice ones. So I'll do a members only video and offer my members first crack at them. I love it. Just dropping all these messages right here. Rob was doing a live question and answer. I talked to him yesterday about doing question and answer too. It's most easiest way for us to do lives because we can answer all your questions. I know someone on there was talking about the Ketagolons, and Rob didn't know. I do have Ketagolons. Ketagolons have been put on the red list since 1983. So I have some of those. Another person was talking about, oh, those Ketagolons are not on my site. They're actually in the tank right there. Also, someone was talking about the KH. KH will raise the KH in your tank, or the crushed coral does raise the KH in your tank, which is going to raise the pH. I don't recommend putting that in a shrimp tank. It's going to make it go in the 8.2 really fast. Trying to read some other buzz. Too cool for schoolie. Gotta love that. Hey, science girl, how you doing? Yes. So, hey, King, I do have orange eye blue tigers. I have orange eye royal blue tigers, which I've won some awards for. You are local, so it's gonna be like really super simple and everything else. And I know you're talking about importing and stuff like this. Or not importing, but wholesaling. I can wholesale to you too. So you and I can talk because you're not that far and everything else. I need to get some of your guppies here at my store too, so maybe we can do like a little vice versa type thing. Yes, the Royal Blues, I have won some awards on those. They're the same line that I've always had. I actually have that 9-year-old that came up with a business plan for me. He's actually breeding those for me and keep on bringing them back to the store because they're from my line. So yeah, we can do that. We can do something like that. Thank you for the nice tanks. Hey, Doc. So let's see what else is going on this week. I got everything booked for Aquashella Dallas. I've been thinking about, do I order a costume? I know some people are gonna do costumes. I think it's gonna be just kind of like in my way and stuff. But I was thinking about possibly bringing it down there. I know Will Nace is having his daughter's birthday down there, so that's gonna be super cool. But I don't know. I got to order some more stuff. I know I'm going to bring tons of plants down there. My plant order does line up with the Aquashella show. This is the first show that actually does line up with, so I can actually get plants shipped to me down to the airport a day before the show. So that's what I kind of like about that. I'm just super excited today at the store. I want to set up this register. I've been debating it for about a year. Finally going to set it up. I got 4 big boxes I'm staring at right here. What's the best parameters for the Royal Blues? I keep all my Caradinas and all my Tigers in Caradina parameters, which is a GH of 4 to 5, KH is 0, which is a TDS of 115 to 130. So right now I have mine at 122. That's what I kind of like to shoot for, is 122. And they're super active. I have them in that tank right. Let's see if I can point to it right there. And let me see if I can just bring the camera over there and you can possibly see him and stuff. Oop, possibly see him and stuff. All you can really see is usually the blue eyes. So I don't know if you can see him in there. They're all swimming around. But that's my Royal Blue colony. Oop. So I hope that answered your question a little bit, King. Yes, I do have memberships here, which is great because if you become a member, it's like the best thing because you get discounts off on the store. I just don't do it on livestock. I do it with everything in the tank. And thank you. I see, another person that came from Aquashella, the Green Jades. the IB Sam. I love going to the show, and I down in Dallas, I will bring a lot more Green Jades and Blue Dreams. The Green Jades, they're the same line that won 2 years in a row at the international contest. The Blue Dreams are like my number one selling item in this whole entire store. Just people like them because they're so dark. But yeah, I'm just trying to get this all launched up, this live, trying to see if there's any other questions. Otherwise, I can't wait to see all you guys down at Aquashella. That goes down to Aquashella. So, let's see, Joe thinks I was keeping them at perfect, Alan. I'm also sponsoring the Aquarium Morning Show. You guys should check it out. We can throw that link up on there too. It's a great show. It goes Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. They give some breaks for like music videos. They give coffee time on there. I know Monster Fish Gal will shoot that link up on here, so please swing by, check them out. It's a fun time. I listen to it on my way into work whenever they're on. So, what size tank is the best to keep your shrimp in? So, a lot of breeders, like the bigger breeders, keep 20-gallon tanks. I have mine in 2.5s, 5s, and 10s. If it's a smaller colony you're starting with, like a pair, I like to keep them in a 2. If you usually get 10 to 15 is what I usually recommend starting a colony on. You can do it in a 5 or a 10. 10 makes more common sense because you can put a lot more shrimp in there. But I've had literally over 300 shrimp in a 2.5. All it was is I had tons of subwassertaning in there, and I just packed it full, and the shrimp and the babies were just constantly breeding on there. I kind of look at it like this concept, and I explain it here in Minnesota quite well. It's like going to the state fair, and I enter one entrance and you enter the other entrance, and we don't have no phones. Can we find each other? It's gonna be really tough for us to find each other. So yeah, everyone, I was wondering where everyone was this morning. I bought a 7.5 aquarium shrimp, is now established. I'm gonna pin this message. I bought a 7.5 aquarium shrimp kit, is now established. 7.2. Which shrimp would you recommend? What I would recommend is because you have KH in the tank, would be Neocaradinas. Anytime you have KH in the tank, it's going to be a Neocaradina, just because it makes the water a little bit harder, and that's what they like. So I would definitely put them in there. There's the Aquatic Morning Show. Thank you, Monster Fish Gal. There is the channel. So I know Rocco's in here too. I think he is. He should be. I think you talked to him earlier today. So Monster Fish Gal, she's a great moderator. I'll tell you that right now. She's on point. There's Rocco's. Rocco's awesome right here. He's setting up a aquariums for kids, and I don't know if Rocco's looking for possibly more donations on that one. What I'll do is, if you guys want to help Rocco in his fish aquarium for the classroom and stuff, if he doesn't want a link listed on here, what you can do is you can donate to me, and I will give 100% all that to Rocco. I think participating with schools is a great thing. I do it here in Minnesota. I do live question and answers for some of the kids. We've had like fish room on Mondays where we do live Zoom meetings, and I can answer everybody's questions. I know our local nonprofit, Minnesota Aquarium Society, does give back to the schools as well. We have funds set aside for that. So I love giving back to the kids, because if we don't get the kids back involved with it, this is going to be a dying hobby. We need to get the youngsters back involved. There's Rico Stan. Rico Stan is doing another awesome, great thing too for Christmas. I do believe it's drawings on people's lives, and we're going to do a donation on that one. And Rico, I will go over and check today the shipping. So actually what I can do is you'll be the first one to hear it right here. So let me just log in and let me look up the tank and see if I can actually get the specific tank shipped to you. So if I take that one and add it to my cart, and then I view my cart. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of this one, get rid of this one. I'm just checking this all out, so give me 1 second. All right, let me continue to shipping. So let's say I'm gonna go over and get this tank, and I wanna ship it. So I think the furthest placed I could ship it is California. So let me do this. Rico, I'm going to give you an answer. So I'm going to actually go to California. I'm going to say I'm going to ship it to California. And let's see how much shipping would end up being on this tank. Not bad. Rico, yes, I will do an aquarium and a gift card. Just to let you know. I just checked on it right now. So, Rico, just message me later on and I will actually tell you what tank I will actually do and send you the links for it. But yes, I will do an aquarium, an all-in-one aquarium, and I will do a gift card for your Christmas. So let's see here, cube tank online to keep cheap. So the problem you have with RB Animal is you're asking is, can you keep it? You're trying to find a cube tank. So shipping prices are getting kind of ridiculous right now for shipping. I know. I have like the Dennerley 10-gallon tank that is ship friendly because it's double packed, so I can always ship that one. But it's the process of shipping a tank and then trying to get a tank to you unbroken. Let's see what else. Cube tank, Rico, don't be a fish nerd. If you have any questions about sponsoring a classroom for fish tanks, yes, there's. Thank you. There is the email. How do I change? How do I get orange eye Taiwan bee shrimp? What is the process? So, all right, perfect. I'm gonna pin that question right there. So we have a question here from Alan Tooth. How do you get orange eye Taiwan bee shrimp and what is the process? All right, so the process is if you're gonna do a lighter Taiwan bee, let's say you're doing like a yellow King Kong or red King Kong, you're not gonna want to use the orange eye royal blues. You're gonna want to use the orange eye red tigers. Keep the lighter colors with the reds and the darker colors with the blues. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna crossbreed the orange eye royal blues, preferably the male, to a couple of your Taiwan bees, and then you're gonna take the generations that are breeding off the F1s, and you're gonna breed them back to the male, and you're gonna constantly do that until you get that orange eye genetic passed through to the babies. So you want to have at least 3 to 4 generations before it's gonna be a stable line. That's how you end up doing it. It's a long, drawn-out process. Right, Rocco's. Whoop, that rocks. So many awesome donations for the fish fam. Yes, Rico Stan. Christmas is going to be beautiful for everybody that gets the stuff. So, on Facebook, thank you for showing that. I like my Dennerley 10-gallon Scapers tanks. Yes, so what I like about the Dennerley 10-gallon Scapers tank, it's a rimless aquarium. It comes with the lid, comes with the filter, comes with the light. The light, you can grow anything in it. That was the first tank I got from my sponsors at the 10-gallon tank, and I put the Neocaridina catagallons in there. They've been doing quite well. They show some beautiful colors here and there. I just tell people, like, find a tank that fits you good. A lot of people, they want to have a lot more tanks, and I tell them go vertically versus horizontally. So the ideal would be if you build a rack 36 or 48 inches. The reason behind that is most lights come in 36 or 48 inches. Saves electricity. You just do long strip lights. These right here are 36. So if you do 36, you can fit 5 2.5s, 4 5.5s, and 3 10s on the bottom. If you do 48s, you can fit a little bit more on there. I like this concept, like this whole shrimp rack right here, like I can spin it right here. This right here is 75 shrimp tanks. So, and then I have, of course, my fish tanks, my betta tanks, my saltwater tank. So it all works out for me. I personally believe that if you're gonna set up a shrimp room, figure out what you need first. Figure out your end game. Do you want to breed tons of them, or you just want to have show tanks? If you want to breed tons of them, obviously something like this works, where you put the smaller colonies up top. When they outbreed that tank, you can put them on the next colony, and so forth, so on there. So I know this live question and answer is not really my thing. I kind of trying to fill everything. So if you guys come up with questions, that's ideal. Let's see here. Back to Rocco's Fish Room is awesome too. Thanks for that one right there. I know I love doing the live question and answer. I do. I just get kind of stumbled on, how to fill. I'm the type that I don't like awkward silence. So when it's silent, I'm like, I don't know what to do, so I always want to fill it up, so I'm kind of come up with like some random information. Joe, I understand the breeding back. Okay, let me pin that message right here just so I can read it. I understand the breeding back to the father part, but you say 3 to 4 generations for traits. So do you end up with, oops, Ross right there. Do you end up breeding the grand shrimp? If you can, that's the ideal thing, is if you can. So when you breed the male to a female and you produce the F1 generation, you're going to get some culls out of there. So what you're going to do is you want to take the females off that F1 generation and breed it back to the male, the original male, and try and get the second generation. And you're going to try and do that for the third generation too. You're in hopes is that male that you started with is a really good, strong genetic line that you want to keep on passing into them right there. And then once you get a stable line, because you're trying to breed the orange eyes into a Taiwan B, once you get your stable line, then you look at other strong males that you want to breed to, if that makes sense to you. I'm just reading some messages. I know, I still got to squint to read messages, so yeah. All right, I've been treating white cloudy fungus-looking blobs on a few of my neos, using ICX and erythromycin, thinking is a bacterial or fungal. Sound about right. So let me pin that message right there. So, have you ever tried doing just a salt dip? Just give them some aquarium salt, mix it up. I think it's going to end up being salinity is 1.0 or 0.2, I think. 1.02 would work too. And you're going to dip them for about 30 seconds, take them out, put them in a fresh cup of your aquarium water, wait about 2 minutes, and then re-dip them a second time. I know a lot of us that get from overseas, especially like neocardinas, they could carry some parasites on them. Salt dips usually helps out a lot on that one. That's what I would do, is I would try and do a salt dip on there. I try not to put anything unnatural in the aquarium. I know erythromycin is an antibiotic, but I try not to put that into my shrimp tanks. Same as like if someone has Hydra and stuff, I use Z1, which is an all natural product out there to treat fungus, or not fungus, to treat Hydra and planaria. The stuff I use for green fungus that we've been sampling out, and I can show you the bottle of it. This is a product called Temacare. It's made over in Germany. It is a kind of like a paste. This is a preventive measure. So what you do is you end up dropping a little, probably like a pea size once a week with your neocardinas, and it treats for green fungus. I've been buying it off Eric Luce from buypettrip.com. I know he's got to get more of it, but it works really good for preventive measure. A lot of my shrimp I like to breed myself, or I like to have my local people breed and then bring them back in here, but some things I just can't keep up with the amount of people purchase off me. Like I can literally go through, I don't know, at least 500 TFRs every single week. So I have to find a source to do it for me. I would love to get a giant warehouse and put 120-gallon tanks here and just let them breed. Love that. But it's just not really ideal for me. Hey, Papa Shrimp. Just trying to read all this. Okay, that's what I was wondering, if that's what's male is more important for the traits. So yeah, from what I found out is the males carry majority of the traits for like for the dominance for like striping and spotting. I've always done the whole entire, if I'm trying to do a breeding project, I want to get the better male. So what I can't understand is like whenever someone's trying to like purchase shrimp and do breeding products, I always like, can I get them a female? Can I get this female? Can I get this female? Me, it's the male. So if you ever look at like contests, like the international contest, a lot of the major breeders, they'll bring the females to the contest and not sell the males, because the males carry the dominant genetics to breed that specific line. So it's always tough trying to find the good strong male for that one. So do male carriers move a dominant gene? Yep. I think Rocco's, we just went over and just kind of got that one. Thank you. What would be your tips for moving colony out of state? Perfect. So you asked this question, and I'm going to pin it up because I actually had to move all my aquariums here. So I had to move all my aquariums from my house here. So depends on the size tank you have. If you have a smaller tank, a lot of times what you can do is just take out 50% of the water, put a lid on there, and you can transport it all because you're just moving out of state. I tell people, like one of my moderators, JL, not here, he is moving. What you can do is go get a 5-gallon bucket of water or a 5-gallon bucket. Put some of your substrate in there, put a filter in there if you need to, put your water in there, put your livestock in there, put some plants in there, travel with that. You can get the portable battery backup, not battery backup, the portable power supplies for the air pump, and you can put a little air stone in there while you're traveling, and then when you get there, you'd be surprised. Like shrimp can literally go over and stay 5 to 7 days without having fresh water put in there. My suggestion for you is I'm gonna take it that you have a 20-gallon tank. I'm gonna give you the advice that it was a 20-gallon tank. All right, go get a 5-gallon bucket. Take some of your tank water out, put it in that 5-gallon bucket. Take some of your plant matter, something the little shrimpies can hang on to. If it's shrimp, if it's fish and stuff, they can just go in the bucket. Take some of your plants and put it in there. Scoop out whatever shrimp you possibly do, put it all in there as well. And then what you're gonna do is you can go get a portable air pump. You can go to Fleet Farm and you can go, it's called the Minnow Keeper. And it's a portable little battery operated air pump. And you put an air stone in there and you can travel, okay? Now what you're gonna wanna do is with the rest of the water that you had in your tank is get another bucket and suck out some more water. So you at least have 10 gallons of water to reset up your tank. So it's be like doing a giant 50% water change in your tank. And then what I tell people is if you're gonna move the tank and you don't want it broken, put a piece of plywood underneath the tank, because a lot of times people put too much substrate in the aquarium, and then when you try and move it, it flexes too much and it can actually cause a crack. You don't want that in the long run for, let's say, a year down the road, all of a sudden it lets free. That's how I would move the tank. How I moved all these right here is I did a 50% water change. I took 50% out. My friend Tyler and I, we loaded up a Jeep and brought back here like 3 or 4 different trips. And then we set up. Now, from the movement of all that, I did lose some of them because what happens is in the substrate you have extra poop or old food that happens in there, and then it starts producing ammonia, and then the substrate buries it in there. When you move it, it breaks it free and you get ammonia spike. So you do risk that chance. That's how I would move it. If you have more questions, you can always get a hold of me and I can always talk you through how I would move it and how I recommend it to people. Let me go back there. Yes. Main colonies 200 per shrimp and 20. So 20 out. Yeah, basically that's yeah. Go get a 5-gallon bucket, take out some of the water, take all the shrimp, put them in there, put some plants in there for them to hang on to. Go get another 5-gallon bucket, suck out some of the water so you at least have 50% of the water left over when you set up your new tank. That's how I would do it. Yeah, Bass Pro. It's called the Minnow Keeper, I think it's called. Yeah, that's how I tell people. I mean, I sell the JBJ ones. I can always get the JBJ ones, and they're like $89. But I'm gonna be honest. Go to like Fleet Farm, go to wherever your local bait shop. They have minnow keepers, and just use that. Or find a store that you trust and they know you and stuff to use it and stuff. I offered JL not here his, but he was only going to like a 4-hour trip. So his 4-hour trip wouldn't be that bad, and then he could basically, when he gets there, he can just set up an air pump and air sponges. Go to a local fish store if you want, and see if they have spare filters. If you're worried about the bacteria and stuff, set up your tank ahead of time if you can. I know a lot of people can't do that, but that's how I moved mine, and that's how I recommend people move it, is put it in a bucket. It works, and then you always have a bucket for water changes. Yep. Can you keep different species with each other, or is it a good idea to keep them? All right, so I take it you're talking about either neos or caridinas. So I will answer that question on both aspects on it. If you have different species of neocaridinas, especially the Davidii families, you will go back to the wild color. It's like mixing a paint schematic. If you mix red and blue, it does not get purple. It comes out to a brown color. Now, if you went over and kept, let's say, PFRs and red willies, you're either going to get PFR or you're going to get a red willy. I try to line breed by keeping all my stuff, and I know you can go to different genetics like Palomito and the Davidii and the Kettigalon, and you can you breed them, put them all in one tank, and you're not going to worry about that crossbreeding. I tend not to do that. I kind of like line breeding. Now, if you're going to do Caradinas, so you can still do a Skittles tanks on the Caradinas. They will not go back to the wild color. The only ones that will make a difference is if you go like a crystal red or a crystal black and breed with the Taiwan bee, it's become a Michelin, which is you're going to lose the red. It's going to be more of a brown. Now, that's how on the Caradina aspect on it is a lot of breeders will mix different lines and get different colors, and that's how the new lines start. That's why there's always so many different types of Caradinas out there versus the Neo Caradinas. So I like having a mixed Skittles tank for Caradina, but not the Neos. Let's see here, we go back up there. When I bag shrimp for an auction, I always put the little chunk of Java moss in there. Yeah, so like when I was doing the auctions for our local, it's like I always put moss in there, and I called it the bonus bag because not only do they get shrimp, but they also got a plant. Now I use, believe it or not, this is what you can use. Go buy a brand new loofah, those little like sponges that you wash yourself. Just go buy a brand new one, and you can literally cut it, and it's 25 feet of netting that you can actually use. That's what I use now, is for shipping. That's how I ship mine. I love it. Battery, yep, Walmart has them. The battery backup. I have a few rechargeable air pumps. Okay, it goes back to the same one. I was thrilled to get free job. I know everybody's happy when they get free plants in the bags, but this is the problem I have. I tell people, if you ship plants with your shrimp, okay, let's say you ship moss with your shrimp. If that shipment, let's say it takes 5 days, you could have plant matter that dies in that bag and produces ammonia. So that's why a lot of us stopped shipping moss and live plants, and now we're shipping just mesh. But you should also use Purigen. So let me show you what I use, how I do it. All right. Let me show you what I got right here. All right. This is what I do, guys. Okay. How I ship my shrimp. Okay. Get my little fundamentals here. I use a long life easy breather bag, just like this. What I end up doing is I have some Purigen here. I have a small little scoop that when I if it's 10 to 15, I put no more than 15 shrimp in the bag, and I use about this much Purigen. It isn't that much. Drop it in the bag. Then I grab my hefty little mesh, and I will grab a small piece, I'd say roughly about, for 15 shrimp, about this size. Drop it in the bag. Drop it in the bag. I usually put the water about, I use a specimen cup, like this, and I fill it about this much full of water for 15 shrimp. Drop it in the bag, tie it with a knot, put it in my priority mail box, and pack it with blown insulation. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, I hate that blown insulation. I hate that blown insulation. But I'll tell you this right now with the blown insulation. It fills the box, so there's no void in the box. So if the postman tosses it around, which you know they're tossing it around, it has less chances of it breaking. Also, when I tie these bags, I don't make it super tight so there's no movement in the bag. I make it so there's some movement, so if the bag does change, or not change, when the bag does shift in the box, it doesn't pop. And then I ship it that way, and I've had really good success rate on there. I'm sorry everybody if you guys don't like the blown insulation, but that's what works great for me. That's what a few other people use too. Some people wrap it in newspaper, some people don't. That's how I ship mine. But back to it, like if you put live plants in there, you risk the chance of some plant matter dying, and then you have ammonia spike in there. Also, a lot of times, like when I first got fish or plants in my shipments, what I would do is I was super happy, but that's also another way that you can transfer diseases. I always tell people, don't use the same water. You know, match the water parameter, but don't use the same water, because you can get scuds, you can get hydra, you can get planaria, all from that little piece of moss. You say, oh my God, I got free Java moss. Java moss is cheap. Go buy some new stuff. Throw it out. That's the hanging thing. Just get new stuff. So, let's see what else is on here. All right, I can't remember. I said hi to you. I'm saying hi to everybody here. There's a lot of people here. I appreciate y'all. I love you all. We're a half hour into it. Blown installation is definitely annoying, but much more preferable than dead shrimp. Yes, I know, and I apologize right away. I mean, I've done the whole shipping with newspaper and stuff. I have had less success rate. I live in Minnesota. It gets cold here or it gets warm here. I hate the humidity. It's hot. So I found blown insulation works good. I know a lot of people say, oh, Joe, you know, go buy the pre-made Cyrus that goes in those boxes. They're expensive. I mean, my shipping is $17 for shipping. Whether or not you order 500 shrimp or whatever else, it's $17 unless you order over, I think it's $100, and you get free shipping. But after you figure for shipping, I had a debate with the podcaster that I sponsored. After I pay for shipping and the bags and everything else I use right there, I think I profit only like 75 cents. Now me driving to the post office and taking the time to do all this is worth at least 75 cents. So it's one of those things. If you're in Minnesota and I ship with you and you pay the $17, if it only costs me $10 to ship it to you in Minnesota, I figured to give you some free stuff to make up for the shipping. That's how I end up doing it. So people are having some more conversations, which is completely fine. I love all my moderators. So, hey, Science Scale, Carrie, how are those orange rillies doing for you? She ended up getting the shrimp from my aquascape down in Chicago. There were orange rillies. I think there was like 20 of them in there, I think. So I gave them to her. So we'll see how they're all doing. I know I need to have some coffee. I didn't stop for coffee this morning. I'm so sorry. I'd be more amped and everything else about the coffee, but maybe I'll stop afterwards because this is going to go till 11. I might be able to go run and do it. But what I could do is, since we're all here, is I can kind of give you a brief look around. Science Scale, good morning. So let me just do this. So that's what I like about doing this, is I can actually take this off and I could actually turn my cameras around. Alexa, turn my plants on. Everything's run by Alexa. She is actually listening to me today. All right. So I have more shrimp coming up. So these are the 2.5s. So originally what I was going to end up doing was, when I went to Aquatic Experiences and stuff, I was going to get a bunch of different breeds for all my open ones. I didn't end up doing that. I got too busy like buying wood because I needed wood. Look at these things. I love these. These are blue bees. It's a wild shrimp. I love my wild shrimp. And this is the blue lapis. I love these guys too. Just a beautiful. What else we have? Some favorites that I have here. Here's some red fancy tigers. I love all my little scrimpies. Here's the orange eye royal blues that we were talking about earlier. I know you guys can see my shorts things. Hold up there. And then we got the black galaxy fish bones, and I got red ones in there as well. Now I got the blue metallica boas in here. Let's see if I can find her. Let's switch to the side. There she is. I'm trying to angle it just right so it doesn't like, it's not gonna focus. There we go. Look at that beauty. Love that one. Now, someone was talking about the catagolons. So here is the catagolons. Here it is, Neocaridina catagolons. They are endangered red listed items, or shrimp. He's like kind of forcing it. See if we can find some. I didn't drop food in there yet today, but these are some beautiful ones. Beautiful. Then I got my boas, my white boas. They're all coming forward. What else do I have down here? I love these galaxy fish bones. These galaxies. These fancy tigers, red fancies. I did have some calico bees before. They did not breed well, so I don't have them. I'm gonna probably get some more. There's a little baby on the glass right there. So I don't have any calico bees right now. I found out that at my store here, not that many people want the super exotic. So I'm trying to like suit the needs for a lot of my customers here. These are the pumpkins. I love these guys. Love the pumpkins. Let's go over here and check out some other tanks. So here's my registers that I have to put together today. So I run them by square. So I got my cash drawer and whatever else is down underneath here. I don't think it was that much, but that's what I'm going to do today. So here's my one show tank. Gotta love this. And then this is just my normal sales tank. So I have local breeder that does all my mystery snails. I got all my fishies, and I got fresh plants coming in this week too. But this is my lovely little store. Oh, I had my friend Tyler drop off some more subwasser tang. Nice and clean, he said. Here's that Cat's Aquatics food that I did a video on. But this is my lovely little store. Keeps me busy. Let's see if there's any other questions on here. Let's get this back up here. Ugh. Thank you, Jared, again for the stand. I appreciate it. I use it a lot. Oops, it's kind of crooked though, so let me just change. There we go. All right, let's go here. Hey Joe, my buddy catches wild spotted prawns on the west coast of Vancouver Island, British Columbia. He's wondering if wild prawns would survive in a fish tank. I'm sure they would. It's whether or not he can legally do it or not. A lot of times you need to have licenses where you need to either be a school, a teaching facility, or not. And then on the prawns, I think you would have to have a chiller in the water. I think they like cooler water, which you can buy chillers out there. JBJ makes chillers. A lot of other companies make it too. So I think you could, because there's a lot of prawn farms out there. That is a fat sack of subwasser tang. Hey man, you got a lot of subwasser tang there. Yeah, I go through a lot. I go through a lot of like mosses around here. So this is kind of what I do. Oh, another one too. I know someone said this before. Let me just. So underneath on my website, there's one. It's Boston Aquatics. She goes to the shows. She does a lot of hand drawings on paintings. I have them listed on my site. They're all one of a kind. Super, super beautiful. Look at the details on those. So I've got a couple of her pictures that she's done for me. So if you guys are looking for some specific shrimp paintings and stuff, it's free shipping on that one. So yeah, they're on there. Zen Ginger. Joe, what is the best, coolest looking Neo in your opinion? The prettiest always seem to be Caridinas, but in Texas the water is not conducive. And I'm not really. All right, I personally like the pumpkins. Pumpkin shrimp are like my favorite shrimp out there. There's an Indonesian shrimp out there. So I explain it like the body is like a dark orange, like the outside of a pumpkin, and the back line on it is like the meat of the pumpkin, which I showed them on the video earlier. I think they're just beautiful. I agree with Rob. When we start talking and stuff, we get little coughs and stuff. I know I got to go over and like read down. The reason I ask you is I had them. I've seen calico bee, golden dragon. So here's the thing: is you can buy shrimp on eBay and you can also buy them on Amazon. I'm gonna be honest. You should look to see who's selling them and see if it's a trusted source. A lot of the people that are selling on eBay and Amazon are flipping their shrimp. So what they're doing is they're getting a picture from the breeder over in Taiwan, posting them for sale, purchasing them. As soon as they get them, they're flipping them to you. And here's my concept behind importing. I don't think importing is a bad thing, because that's where we originally got these from, is from imported. Okay, but as a store, you end up losing a lot of your percentages on the shipping. Like Caradinas, it's usually 30 to 45 days. I've had a lot of, some dead loss to it. Neos usually happens a little bit after that. The source I'm using right now, I've been using him for a while. He works great. Matches water parameters, and I've had no issues. I think my percentage of bringing livestock in from Taiwan to here, I think it ended up being less than 10% dead loss, which is a great thing. I just kind of watched for parasites coming in. I haven't had to deal with that issue, which is great. But the problem you have is when you buy stuff on eBay, you risk that chance. I know you always have the eBay money back guarantee, but the problem is it's livestock. So in theory, the seller can go over and say, hey, it's livestock, there's no warranty on it, which technically eBay should not cover that, because of that whole concept of you're selling live goods on a platform, which it's frowned upon, same as on Facebook. There is groups out there, like on Band is another one. You can reach out to other breeders like Flip Aquatics or BuyPetShrimp.com. I think BuyPetShrimp.com, I think he does have some calicos. Eric Lucas is a great guy. I love talking to him. He's always sharing a booth with me. So you get parasite shrimp from those types of vendors. I didn't really want to say it like that. Is there chances you'll get healthy shrimp? Yes, there is chances you get healthy shrimp. But is there chances that you're going to get shrimp? Yes. I've done it before when I first got into it, and yeah, I got sick shrimp, and it sucked, because not only did it kill those shrimp, but it killed off my other shrimp in my tank. So, yeah. But I want to thank you guys all for watching. There's like 32 of you I see right now. I appreciate all this. I will be here on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock. If you guys want to find something like specific, you can always message me, and I can always come up with a live for that. I know someone wanted water change, so I did a water change, and then I did a Caradina water change. I am going to have Twin City Guppies on here. I'm going to go to his store. He's remodeling his store right now. He's going to make it more of a retail store aspect, so it looks more like a retail store. Then I'll have him on here, and then I'll have Tyler Volk from Liquid Gardens. He does my fertilizer for me. He'll be on here. And then Deepak, he's a viewer. I asked him if he could be on here because he does a lot of beautiful scapes. And like on aquascapes, there's a lot of different ways to do aquascapes. My way is like almost like the Dutch Iwagama way. I just kind of do it a certain way, and that's how it always caught my eye. So your scape should always catch your eye, not someone else's eye. So I know, I appreciate all you guys, and like I said, I do have a membership on my page here. Memberships gets you discounts off on the orders. If you live in Minnesota, it makes common sense if you come to the store to be a member, because you get the percentage off. And then I have a Discord channel, and then I usually put the codes for the memberships on there so you can get them off. If there's anything ever that I don't have on my website that you guys want, just message me. I can always get it for you. Like the tank that I'm going to be giving away for Rico's Santa project. It's not going to cost me that much to ship, so I can do that. Thank you for Jimmy for thinking my store looks great. I appreciate it. It's been a lot of work for me. So I originally had this set up as a breeding facility. So I had a gladiator. I had a 9-foot gladiator, and it worked great for me for an aspect. Then I was like, everything is in one area. Excuse me. Hey, coffee. But then it's not what I wanted. I've always liked the concept of this. So then when I decided to open up from just doing this online to a retail store, I got a hold of my buddy Tyler from Liquid Gardens and said, hey, do you want to help me build some racks? We built some racks. We built these wood racks, closed down for a week. And then that's an AP100 air pump that's running all the system here, and I run an AP60 on the other ones for the fish. my end goal is I want this more as a hangout spot. If you want to come here and hang out, you can come here and hang out. I want to barbecue on the weekend. I want to have it as a cool little place to hang and just have fun. And that's what I want. I mean, I'm the type of store owner that if you don't need something, I'm not going to sell it to you. But I'm going to tell you exactly what you need. I'm a very blunt person. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And I'm going to be honest with you with what you need. I think every store should do that. That if you come in there, they're not telling you just, hey, you need to get this. Here you go, get out my door. You know, I'm gonna teach you to be successful because I want you to be successful. So if I tell you, you know, hey, you don't need that or you need it later on, that's the whole concept of what I'm trying to do. So, hey Daniel, how you doing? Let's see here. So I think I'm all caught up on the questions. If I haven't hit all the questions, please message me and I'll answer the questions. I think I got everything right there. But I appreciate everybody for stopping in. I appreciate all you guys. If there's something specifically you want to see, please let me know. If there's questions you have, just please let me know as well. Please stop by the Aquarium Morning Show. It's a great, you know, show in the morning. I stop there when I'm driving into work. I listen to flips too. If you guys are YouTubers out there, please let me know. I'll come hang out. I'll come watch you guys. I don't know if I can do it all the time. It's tough because a lot of people are doing lives. I could be watching Facebook all day long, or not Facebook, but YouTube all day long. So if you got one, I can swing by and I can talk. Also, I'm giving a talk September 14th to the Eastern Iowa Aquatic Association. This will be their first in-person speaker since the pandemic hit. My topic is going to be breeding shrimp for profit. So I'm going to tell people how to breed shrimp and then how I did it, because my story is a very unique story of how I went from $300 in a PayPal account all the way to how I'm doing it now. I'm a very business-oriented person, and I want people to be successful, and I love this hobby. It's a passion of mine, and if I can help someone else be successful, more power to it. So let's see here. Thanks, Joe. Hope to see you tonight. Yes. Hey, Papa Shrimp, send me a message too right before you go on. I know I get alerts and stuff, but a lot of times the kiddo, kind of a handful. It's really hard to sit in front of, you know, I mean, if you had Barbies, no, I'm gonna be honest. If you had Barbies on the show, dancing like, she'll watch it. I mean, I don't know what kids nowadays. I mean, people are watching people game, and they'll sit there for hours watching someone play a video game versus playing themselves. Here's the little one. She'll watch someone take a Barbie and play with the Barbie versus playing with their own Barbie. I can't understand the concept, but that person's making hundreds of dollars off kids watching her play with Barbies. So send me a message, please. All right, Saturday mornings, All right, so all you have to do, please, I will come hang out Saturday morning cartoons. I like cartoons. I like cartoons. I'm a cartoon. I love shakes. I'm a big shake person. So like whenever I go to show, whenever a show's done, I always have to have a shake. Which people phone off from in Chicago that I had to find a shake, and I had a shake yesterday when I was talking to Rob. So I'm a big shake person. Malts, actually chocolate malts. Just plain Jane chocolate malt or a chocolate shake. That's what I'm all for. But yeah, if you guys are doing streams and stuff, just shoot me a message and I can fly on in. Let's see here. Get down the messages. I'm streaming 10:30 p.m. Eastern, so it'll be 9:30 my time. Yes, shoot me a message. Biggest thing is shoot me a message, and I will definitely go on there. Do you use a linear piston air pump or a diaphragm one? I am running the AP Pond Masters, which is a diaphragm air pumps. I keep a spare air pump here, like AP40, but I know the spare diaphragm is only $13 to purchase. It only takes about a half hour to replace. That's what I use. And you can't really hear the air pump at all. I can hear the bubbles, and that's about it. I can't hear the air pumps at all. I know. Rocco, I'm telling you, man. military guys think a chocolate shake or a chocolate malt. I'm telling you, malts are the best. I like it because the malted, the flavor and stuff. Now, a lot of times like, oh, do you want whipped cream and sugar? No, just give me a shake. Now, there's a difference. So like McDonald's, they make their shakes super thick. So I like more runnier shakes, like original malts. I'm 43 years old. I like more runnier malts. I don't like thick, like high. I have a Blizzard. I can hold it upside down. I like a shake that I can actually go in my straw and I can drink it instead of having the big vein right here pop out of my head and cause me an aneurysm. It could happen. You know, it's how did Joe die? He had an aneurysm drinking a shake. So, yeah, toy unboxing. I can't understand any of that stuff, but you know what? People like watching it. So, you know, if there's toy unboxings and stuff, and where there are a lot of kids that are underprivileged are watching this, maybe this should get back to the kids that are underprivileged. But I'm going to look at it this way: if the parents have an iPhone 12 and their kids don't have proper clothes and stuff, you should probably get your kids proper clothes versus having an iPhone 12. That's my concept on it. I love kids, and I think all kids should be supported. Dairy Queen milkshakes. So when I go for Dairy Queen milkshakes, I tell them, hey, can I get it runny, please? And they're like, what am I? Just add a little extra milk. Just add some more extra milk. Ooh, a shake does taste good. Even like they have at the holiday gas stations around us, they have that little cups that you can buy, and you can put it in the machine and it mixes it all up. I hit like extra runny, and it's usually still thick, so I usually get a little extra milk, put some milk in there. Now I want a shake, guys. That's what I want for lunch, is a chocolate shake. I'm not going to be losing my Corona baby this way if we keep on talking about shakes and drinking shakes. I did gain some weight during COVID, and I would like to lose that weight. I would like to get back down to 205. I'm at like 225, so I get like 20 extra pounds. I know it doesn't bother a lot of people, but I look in the mirror when I'm getting ready, because, you know, it's like, oh, it's got to get my hair all combed and stuff, and I see it, and I just don't like it. 53, why do I want a shake? Dude, I can eat a shake anytime. Like, wake me up with a shake. I know they make bacon vanilla shakes too. I've had those before, and I don't know about it. Spirit, Rebel Fish, how you doing? Let's see here. I don't understand that. Boxing videos, aquatics. I know boxing. So I will be doing. So my order from Vin should be getting shipped out today. I will be doing a membership video of the unboxing for this too. So you should subscribe as a member here, hit the little join button, smash the like button, leave a comment. I'm going to do it like everybody else. I think I'll do a live that way on the membership. I have to check on to see if I can do a membership live like that, where I can just do a live one like this. I don't know. Arby's milkshakes is good. Yes, I had one yesterday. I'm not going to lie. I had 2 shakes yesterday. I had an Arby's right before we went to the doctor to get the pins out of her elbow, and then we went to Burger King afterwards, and I had one there. So, kids are the future. Yep, I 100% agree. Do you have the blue metallic boas? Yes, I still have the blue metallic boas. I have a pregnant female in there, so I'm going to kind of move some stuff around. There's a lot of moss clumped in the back, so I'm going to try and bring it forward so the shrimp come out to the forward aspect on it. But I love them. I'm a boa person. I've always loved my boas. So thank you, Monster Fish Gal, for leaving those up there. Let's see here. I made the best milkshakes. Chocolate ice cream, chocolate milk, and chocolate. Oh, Carrie, I want to meet your grandma. Hey, Joe, do you use Ferts in your tanks? I heard nitrates are bad for shrimps. How do you fertilize? Perfect. I'm going to pin that question right here. Boom. Pin the message. All right. The only fertilizer that I use in my tank is on my rare planted tank. On my shrimp tanks, I usually just have Moss, Boost, or Anubias in there, so I don't use any Ferts in there. If the nitrates are too high, it can kill shrimp. Normally on the planted tank anyways, I usually try and keep my nitrates between 15 to 20 parts per million. So it's a lean dosing that I do on the tank, and it looks beautiful. I use the DI method, which is the salts that my friend Tyler makes. It's called Liquid Gardens on my website. I appreciate it. But no, in my shrimp tanks, I do not dose fertilizers in my tanks. The moss and boost and everything just grows naturally from it. So, unpinned message. That explains why you're so hyper. Oh yeah. No, I think there's like certain people. I don't think Carrie's hyper because of the shakes and the chocolate and stuff. Some of us just have a lot of natural energy. Now, you get at me at like 6 in the morning, I'm pretty tired. But I'm naturally have tons of energy all day long. So, yes. All right, guys. Well, it's just my time's just about up, guys. If you have any other questions, please hit me up on the questions. Otherwise, I'll be ending this live pretty soon. I want to hurry up and get this register all hooked up and stuff. Maybe I'll do a video of me hooking up the register because I didn't think about it of how I'm going to get it all powered up and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. That's all I have to say. Actually, what we can do, you know, y'all, we can just go over here. There's no shame in my game. I'll bring this over here. We'll try and figure this out. We can figure this out all together. How's that sound? So let me just move this all over here. So here's that subwash chain. Got a big old blob of subwash chain that'll go in the aquarium when I'm done. So the problem I have is I have to get this register going. So I have to figure out what side I want it on. I'm thinking, because originally I had this, which I put some two-way tape on, and I ran it on here because I'm gonna get lights for these aquariums, and you know what, it's not gonna fit. So what I'm gonna do is probably move this up here and set this up top, because I know I'm gonna need power there. And I just got to figure out how to hide wires. So if I just crank this in here, put this in there. Hey guys, just to let you know, I do have tons of candy in here for the kids. I'm restocked. So all right, let's get this register and see how much room I need. So let's get one box at a time. All right, maybe not one box at a time. We're gonna grab 2 boxes at a time. You guys are gonna be a part of me setting up my store. So first one, it's a heavy box from Square. So let's see here. I'm gonna get my laptop so I can actually read the comments too. Ooh, this is sexy. Ooh, sexy. Square stand. Sexy. What else is in here? Ooh, this is heavy. Ooh, I got a port stand. Ooh. And I got a new Square reader. What else is in here? Oh, this is pretty cool. Let me just see what else is in here. Hold on, guys. Wait a minute. Ooh. Then I got the power adapter. Let's see what's all in here. What I'll need to do. I don't read instructions. I kind of just like throw everything in there. Ooh, my gosh. I got everything in here. What's this? Oh, that's the swivel. Oh, I see. If I want it to swivel. I don't want it to swivel. I want it in one place. So, and then I have the USB cords, which is fine. So let me just do this. Let me just take this all out because it's obviously everything I need for this. Thank you, Square. Well, I'm not really going to say thank you because I paid for it. So thank you, Joe. John, this is for you because you said you wanted to register here. So I didn't have a problem doing it my way, but I might as well really make it look like a retail store and have actually a register. So what else is in this one? Ooh, guys. Oh. Let's see here. Get this out 1 second here. Come on. Come on. We get all the cords off. Oh. Yes, I got a big register. right, so there's that big register. Oh, jeez. Martha. Shipping labels. What's this one? What's this cord? Oh, that's for Ethernet, which hopefully I don't need to do. I'm doing Wi-Fi, and I heard I could just do it Wi-Fi, so hopefully that's still true. Otherwise, this is not going to work. So I got to try and figure this all out, ladies and gents. So maybe I do need to read instructions, but I don't like reading instructions. I like just to go over and do what I do. So let's start unplugging stuff, because I'm going to figure this out really fast. So this is the charging port right here, and it already swivels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo it all. And I know that this goes underneath here, just because I saw the port. Let me just get this here. If I plug this in and run the cord back out, I can literally put the plastic back on. Perfect. And then this goes over here. It's some aspect, oops, like that. And then this gets plugged into this one. That's the USBs for the register. So if that goes in here, thank you for being patient with me, guys. I'm going to try and get this going fast as can be. So if I plug that one in here, and this goes over here, and this goes over here. I'm making a huge mess. But guess what? I can. It's my store. So I think I'm going to end up putting everything over here, because it only makes common sense, because that's where I have a plug-in right now. So let me just plug that in. Now, so this is for this. And this is for this. And I know this is going to go in here. This is a charging port for that. That's cool. What did I just do? Oh, it's for the credit card. It's the liner. There we go. It is what it is. So let me do this. And then this gets plugged into this USB over here. Okay. If I plug that in. So that's charging right there. I'm going to still have to sync it. Now, this register, let me see if I got other boxes over here. I got 2 more boxes, so I have no idea what's all coming in this one. Holy smokes. That's super heavy. Oh, I know what this is. Hey, Rocco. I think I got your stuff. Let me just see here. Ship to, okay. Let me see. Oh no, it's not. It's shipping paper. It's not, sorry. So that means that this right here in this box should be the printer. We're gonna find out. This is like more than what I anticipated for doing at the store here. All right, so what is all this stuff? I have a box there, and I have, this is the tablet. So here's the tablet, and this is gonna be the printer, because everybody's been asking me for printed receipts, and I've been doing no printed receipts. So, all gonna probably have to call Square and be like, hey guys, how am I doing this? and then you know what they're gonna tell me? Read the instructions. Guaranteed, that's what I'm gonna say is, guess what? Read the instructions. And just kind of making a mess there. Here's the printer. I think I got it all. Oops, what's this? I know, I just make a mess. All right, so I do believe that all this gets put into here like this, like that. Okay, that's the register keys too. So here's the register keys. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful register. All right, so let's get this all going. All right, so this right here is for the printer. I know, I'm probably boring you guys, but sorry. This is the story of my life. All right. Printer cord goes in this way. Shot out here, so if I put the printer, so if this all goes right here, this all goes right here, and this all goes right here. And this is the power cord. And plug the power cord in. So if that's like that, and that goes through here. And this needs to go a square. Oops. Excusez-moi. And then the power cord. Let's put. I knew I was going to run out of space. So then we put this on the cord. Plug this in, guys. I'm just making a mess, but it is what it is. I think it's time I read instructions because I'm missing some stuff. So, all right, guys. I think that's all I'm gonna do right now. Because I need to read instructions. Did the register come preloaded? I wish it did, full of money, but unfortunately it doesn't. That's kind of cool. So I have to figure this all out, guys. So I will catch you on the flip side. Maybe I'll show you a video once. Ooh, I know this goes to the register, I think too. But I have to figure this all out. Hopefully I'm going to do this without registers or without the instructions. So we'll find out, okay, guys? But thanks. Catch you guys next week.